I'd be me 26 professional average guy TM. So aggressively mediocre I could be a stock photo model for generic man number 3, 5'10", the height equivalent of getting a C on a test. Not ugly enough to scare children, not hot enough for anyone to remember my face. Like if plain yogurt became a person, job pays enough to afford name brand cereal, but not enough for guacamole at Chipotle. Drive a Toyota Corolla, so beige it actually camouflages in parking lots. Found it by pressing the panic button 6 times last Tuesday. Apartment furnished exclusively with IKEA furniture. I built wrong. My bed literally sounds like a dying whale when I sit on it. One houseplant that's clinging to life out of sheer spite. Been single for 2 years after ex moved away to focus on her career. Saw her engaged on Instagram 6 weeks later. Friends all paired off like it's Noah's freaking ark. They're buying houses and making babies. I'm still trying to figure out why my microwave makes everything taste like sadness. Friday night, watching Netflix documentary about serial killers. Realized this is the 5th one this week. My FBI agent probably putting me on watch lists. Roommate walks in. Dude, why don't you try dating apps? Heard lots of people meet on those now. Oh, sweet summer child. Decide to give it a shot because I apparently hate myself. How hard could it be? I'm house trained and have all my original teeth. Download every dating app known to mankind. Tinder, Bumble, Hinge, Coffee. Meets Bagel. Even some weird one that only works during full moons. Spend entire weekend crafting the perfect profile. Take 247 selfies to find one where I don't look like a registered offender. My natural facial expression is might steal your catalytic converter. Call female friend to help with photos. She arrives, looks at my selection, bursts into laughter. These are all terrible. Why do you look constipated in every single one? That's just my face. She takes new photos where I'm awkwardly posing like a JCPenney catalog model. Finally assembled collection of photos that scream harmless and employed. Me hiking, once when Pokemon Go was popular. Me with friend's dog, who tried to bite me immediately after the photo. Me at wedding, carefully cropped to hide that I was seated at the we don't know what to do with you table. Me cooking, stirring a pot of ramen with chopsticks, like I'm Gordon freaking Ramsay. Right bio so meticulously balanced it could broker peace in the Middle East. Friend reviews it. Maybe don't mention you own a replica Lord of the Rings sword. Women might not find that as impressive as you think. Fine. Removed. Set preferences to women aged 24-30 within 25 miles. Not being picky, just want someone who might understand my SpongeBob references. Start swiping like it's my new full-time job, right? Swipe on women who seem normal and within my league. Left swipe on the Instagram models who clearly just want followers. Know my limits. Not trying to match with someone who vacations in Santorini. Swipe for 2 hours straight. No matches. Keep swiping every day for a week while pooping. 600 plus. Right swipes later. One match with Kelsey. Her bio says she loves dogs and tacos. So brave. So unique. Message her immediately. Hey Kelsey, dog person myself. What kind do you have? She responds 3 days later. Hey. Just hey. I write thoughtful paragraph response. No reply ever again. Kelsey has left the chat and possibly the planet. Get second match with Brittany. Profile says she's an entrepreneur. Message her. Hey Brittany, what kind of business do you run? Hey hun, I sell these amazing weight loss wraps that will change your life. This is the digital equivalent of being approached in a parking lot by a cult. Unmatched faster than my dad changes channels during kissing scenes. Third match turns out to be a bot selling OnlyFans. Apparently I give off strong would pay for feet pics energy. Friend tells me my photos might be the issue. You look like you're being held at gunpoint in all of them. Spend $300 on professional dating profile photos. Photographer is way too enthusiastic about my potential. Give me smoldering, now pensive, now approachable but mysterious. I have exactly 2 facial expressions. Confused and more confused. Photographer makes me pose with a coffee cup like I'm in a freaking Folgers commercial. These will get you all the ladies, you'll see. Update all profiles with new professional photos. Another week passes, 3 matches, all bots offering crypto investment opportunities. Even the scammers are matching me out of pity. We can't take your money, but here's a free match to help your self-esteem. Show female friend my profile for honest feedback. This is great. You're such a catch. They're missing out. Then why am I getting fewer matches than a broken lighter? She swipes through my profile choices. Oh, these girls are all way too hot for you. No offense. Full offense taken. Apparently my league is somewhere between has multiple restraining orders and thinks the earth is flat. That face when dating apps are designed by Satan himself decide to conduct scientific experiments, create new profile with exact same bio and prompts. Only change is using photos of my objectively better looking friend Jake. Got his permission after promising to help him move. 57 matches in the first 24 hours. Multiple women sending first messages. One sends unsolicited underwear pic. Show Jake. He's now considering modeling career. Try second experiment. Keep my photos but change height from 5'10" to 6'2". No other changes. 39 matches in 2 days. Women messaging first with height jokes. How's the weather up there, tall guy? About the same as it is at 5'10", except with more matches apparently. One woman straight up writes, thank God, a tall one. As if I'm a giraffe at a petting zoo. Try third experiment. Add entrepreneur and startup founder to bio. I sold a lamp on Craigslist once, basically the same thing. 42 matches in 3 days. Multiple women asking what my company does. Tell them it's a disruptive paradigm in the digital space. Literally made up complete nonsense. They're fascinated. One asks if I've raised funding. Tell her I've raised a significant seed round, but can't disclose details. She suggests meeting at restaurant where appetizers cost more than my electric bill. My face when I've created dating app. Monsters. Try fourth experiment. Create profile with my real photos, height, and job, but add picture of me next to my buddy's Audi. He let me stand next to it once. 23 matches in 1 day. Women can smell luxury cars through JPEG compression, like sharks detecting a drop of blood from miles away. One woman straight up asks what I drive. Please don't say Honda. My Toyota weeps silently in the driveway. Delete all experimental profiles out of moral crisis. Plus, couldn't afford the lifestyle these women expect. Would have to donate plasma weekly just to afford their cocktail preferences. Friend suggests trying to meet women in real life. You know, like in the before times. Sounds barbaric, but willing to try. Go to popular bar with wingman. Place packed with people performing elaborate mating dances. Men flexing so hard they might rupture organs. Women traveling in protective circles like emperor penguins. Try to make eye contact with someone who doesn't look like they'd stab me. They look through me like I'm made of cellophane. Spot woman standing alone at bar. Spend 30 minutes practicing opener in bathroom. Hi, I'm Matt. Can I buy you a drink? Rehearse it 47 times in mirror. Finally approach, clear throat. Hi, I'm Matt. Can I buy you a drink? She looks at me like I just asked if she'd help bury a body. I'm waiting for my boyfriend. Immediately buries face in phone scrolling through Instagram. See her still alone when leaving 2 hours later. Boyfriend must be competing in Iditarod. Try joining co-ed volleyball league. Figured sports are good icebreakers. Show up to first practice. Men's side looks like casting call for before picture in weight loss commercial. Women immediately flock to the one guy who has visible abs. He's wearing a cut-off shirt in 60-degree weather, doing unnecessary dive rolls to show off. I'm just trying not to get hit in the face. Team captain puts me in back row where no one has to talk to me. Try volunteering at animal shelter. Figured women like guys who care about animals. Mostly retirees and teenage girls getting community service hours. One elderly volunteer tries to set me up with her granddaughter, who lives in Finland. Sign up for cooking class. Women appreciate men who can cook. Class is me and 8 women over 65. They all think I'm such a nice young man. One tries to set me up with her niece, who's married with 3 kids. Sign up for salsa dancing lessons. Heard the gender ratio favors men. Instructor pairs me with 75-year-old Mildred. She's actually an incredible dancer. Keeps telling me about her late husband Earl. He was built like a Greek god with hands like baseball mitts. Not helping my confidence, Mildred. Ask friends to set me up with someone. They all suddenly develop amnesia about knowing any single women. One finally suggests his girlfriend's coworker. She's really nice. Universal code for prepare to be disappointed. Meet for coffee. She's perfectly pleasant. Spent entire date talking about her cat's digestive problems in excruciating detail. At no second date, mutual ghosting. Coworker suggests I try cold approaching women in public. Just talk to them at coffee shops or bookstores. Be confident. Try this at local Starbucks. Woman puts in AirPods so fast she creates sonic boom. Try at bookstore. Woman clutches pepper spray keychain. I have a boyfriend. Her invisible boyfriend must be proud. Try at grocery store. Woman looks horrified when I comment on her cereal choice. Cinnamon Toast Crunch is pretty great, right? Apparently, this is how Buffalo Bill started. Manager asks if I'm bothering the customers. Just trying to bond over mutual love of cinnamon sugar swirls. My dude. Ask Chad coworker how he meets women. Oh, they usually approach me at the gym. Of course they do. Check his Instagram. 6'4", looks like Thor's better-looking brother. Thanks for the perspective, Hemsworth. Friend convinces me to try speed dating event, $60 to meet 12 women for 4 minutes each. It's efficient dating. So is a firing squad. Arrive to find gender. Ratio of 4:1 men to women. Like some bizarre Hunger Games for lonely guys. Women all look they'd rather be getting root canals. One is openly scrolling Tinder during our date. Another asks if I know her friend Brandon, because apparently all average guys are the same person. Get 0 matches from event. Consider hiring dating coach. Google local options. Cheapest is $3,000 for 5 sessions. Website promises to unleash my inner alpha. Coach's profile pic looks like he smells like Axe body spray and poor life choices. Hard pass. Talk to dad about dating struggles. He met mom in college when Facebook was still just a twinkle in Zuckerberg's eye. Just be yourself and the right girl will come along. I've been myself for 26 years, Dad. Women are specifically avoiding that. We didn't have these apps, we just talked to people at parties. Yeah, and college cost $12 and you could buy a house delivering newspapers. Must be something wrong with your approach. Okay, boomer, thanks for the tip. At weekly game night, mention dating struggles. Married friend who met his wife in 7th grade. The right one will find you when you stop looking. Easy to say when you locked it down before voice dropped. Another friend. Maybe you're too picky. Show him my dating app. Preferences set to anyone with a pulse. Okay, maybe not that. One single friend sits quietly nursing the beer. Catch up with him later. Turns out he's living same nightmare. Hasn't had a date in 3 years. Tried all the apps, all the approaches. Completely average dude like me. It's like we're freaking invisible. We bond over beers and mutual despair. He shows me his dating app statistics. 14,527 right swipes in 3 years. 96 matches, mostly bots, and Instagram influencers. 14 actual conversations beyond hey. 3 dates, all catfishes. Laughs to keep from crying. Says he's considering hiring actress to pose his girlfriend for sister's wedding. That face. When modern dating is digital Thunderdome for average guys, a few weeks later, hanging out with female friend, she's whining about dating. All guys are trash. There are no good men left. I stare at her like she's speaking Klingon. What about me? I'm literally right here. Ew, no, you're like a brother to me. The emotional equivalent of being kicked in the nuts. Asked to see her dating app. Reluctantly hands over phone. 4,000 plus likes in queue. Matches with guys who belong on magazine covers. One guy's entire bio, tests 6'3". That's it. She's super interested. Ask why she hasn't responded to most matches. This one had a fish in his photo. This one seems like a mama's boy. This one's car isn't very nice. This one's cute, but his job sounds boring. That face when women are playing Super Mario on easy mode while men are playing Dark Souls with a broken controller. Decide to abandon dating entirely. Focus on career, fitness, hobbies. Start rock climbing. Fall repeatedly. Still less painful than dating. Make new male friends who understand the struggle. Get promotion at work. Feeling better about myself. Buy new clothes that actually fit. Get haircut that doesn't make me look like I cut it myself with safety scissors. 8 months later, mom's church friend asks why I'm single. Describe modern dating hellscape. She listens, seems genuinely horrified. My coworker has a single daughter. Let me show you her picture. Prepare for another pity setup. Surprisingly, she's cute and normal looking. Reluctantly agree to blind date, expecting disaster. Meet for coffee, immediately click. Turns out she's had exact same frustrations with dating apps. It's all so superficial and fake. One guy showed up 70 pounds heavier than his photos. Another turned out to be married with 3 kids. Had a guy ask if I'd Venmo him for his Uber before we even met. We laugh about dating horror stories for hours. Second date turns into third, then fourth. 6 months later, we're official. Delete all dating apps and ceremonial phone cleansing. Smudge apartment with sage to expel Tinder demons. Occasionally wake up in cold sweat from dating app nightmares. Dream that I'm swiping through profiles for eternity. Like dating purgatory, modern dating might be impossible for average guys, but there's still hope in the real world. Just need one person who doesn't care about your height or car plus the patience of a Buddhist monk, and the blind luck of hitting Powerball twice. Oh, and the humility to be set up by your mom's church friend's coworker. That face when dating is harder than Dark Souls, speedrun with a Dance Dance Revolution pad.